Pavuna.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah.
Yake.
Chickadoos.
Chickadoos. Mary Faye.
Mary Faye.
Yuck it.
Nyakit Janet.
Kendrick.
Halitos. Yo. Guna.
Nah. Madawa ka.
Kunamante.
Yatahe.
Ansti Hunterish.
Migwitch.
Mike. Hainepi. Yate. Stongo Oshkin Yacha.
Awish Ashkaliani. I don't know.
Good try, though. Good
Yeah,
try.
good shot.
Yeah. So, Shoda. Good morning. Coming live from 1950 South Shepherd.
Word.
And it's usually Women's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Good job, Uncle.
But
Good
today,
They wanted to get out of the office. They're having, what is it, dog days?
dog days. Not call days, but dog days.
Dog days.
Swasu.
Dog days at Swasu and Weatherford. So, we hope the baddies, we had Sean and Raina.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean. Shane.
Sean, Raina,
Theta.
Data,
Data.
Tatum, and
Uh,
Tezzy. They all went to Weatherford.
mhm.
To have an event over there, which it's always a good event. A lot of condoms, a lot of harm. Well, what do we call it now? Not harm reduction.
Opioid
No,
recovery package.
no, it's not harm reduction anymore.
Pill.
Can't say harm reduction.
We can't say that anymore.
Pill.
Uh,
Happy bag or addict.
No, there's a
safe
there's
sex.
a specific
Yeah, safe sex.
Yeah.
product practices.
Yeah, safe
Mm.
practices.
Mm,
That's a good one.
yeah.
Yeah. So some safe practice equipment. Yeah.
Mm,
Don't go anywhere without your equipment.
yeah. Or your whistle.
Practice. Might have practice. Yeah.
Yeah. But,
But yeah, so so we're on today.
yeah, got the uncles.
Got the unks.
Hump day.
And maybe we need to balance that.
The coordinates.
No, balance the vibes.
Oh.
Because there was a time where we hardly ever had women
Good
on
job,
here.
Yeah. For real.
And
But-
and we gladly
But-
give them Wednesday.
They can still do it when they come back.
Yeah, they can
Yeah,
still do it when they
still
come
got
back.
time.
But for our viewers, we start getting messages. Are y'all going live today? So
Yeah.
I like when Tatum told me, "No, you can do it if you want to."
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Go on. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Rando's just waiting with his
I know.
thong on.
Waiting with his thong on,
Sweaty.
sandy cheeks.
We're just glad that he has his thong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Over his shoulders.
Good job, Uncle. Good job, Uncle.
Yeah. Do we have any comments
job,
yet?
Uncle.
Not yet.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
everybody's still waking up.
Yeah, everybody's still
job,
waking
Uncle.
up. That's all right though. I was just thinking a little bit this morning, speaking about waking up.
Mm.
I was thinking about my spiritual awakening.
Oh.
Just kind of I got up extra early. I went to bed extra early.
Mm.
I went to bed, I want to say around 11 o'clock.
Ate some good food.
Which is had a great dinner yesterday. We had a craft day here, after work. And had, some good pozole,
Great.
some chicken
Mm.
verde pozole,
Mm.
which Nat always goes above and beyond anytime she's got to cook.
Good job, Anthony.
And then we had some beans, Tudor's chicken. I mean, I was set, all I could handle was one plate or one of each.
Dang. Oh.
One chicken on the bone, one potato
Oh.
wedge, one chicken strip.
One
I didn't
plate.
get no mac and cheese, but
Mm.
one bowl of chicken pozole, verde pozole. And then I went back and ate me a bowl of beans.
Mm.
So yeah, I was straight. It was good.
Dang.
And then it was just a fellowship. So yeah, it was a great night. But got up this morning. There's a guy that I listen to on a live every morning. His name is Nishrin. I don't know how to say his name. Nishrin. I think it's Nishrin.
Is that
It's Nichrien.
it's a native?
No.
Oh, soul brother.
It's so.
Yeah. He's from. I want to say he's from Birmingham.
Birmingham. Yeah.
From the Beham.
Yeah, you talked about him a few times.
Yeah. So, he's always talking about the spiritual awakening.
I like that.
And I started thinking like, what does my spiritual awakening look like? And I started thinking like, well, dang, it's really changed my perception on my truth today. Because I remember a time when I got comfortable in self-pity. Like you get so comfortable in self-pity, like you're comfortable with, abusing yourself. And not only yourself, but the others around you. Like you get comfortable in that space. And you can't even tell when somebody's like actually mistreating you. Because you're mistreating yourself so much. And it's just like this spiritual awakening happens, right? You go in, you find out, because that's one thing that I found out about myself is that to better myself, I had to learn about the things that trigger me, into using drugs and alcohol. I had to figure out, what it is that kept me going back and thinking that drugs and alcohol are the solution. And what I found, is that it doesn't take much, like, it doesn't take much at all, for me to portray the illusion that I'm doing something good for myself, and then I get comfortable in that self-pity, and then that like triggers me to want to use, right? So then, what happened was I had to do a great learning. I had to have this vision of where I wanted to see myself. And it wasn't like in a mansion, driving a spaceship. Like no, it didn't have nothing to do with that. It was like just being at peace in my own thoughts. Just feeling comfortable in my own skin. Like these were like things that I really had trouble with. Sitting still, thinking about, just being in my own head. Because I'm an overthinker. Well, that great learning occurred in my life where I got into the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, and then I got introduced to Wellbriety. And I think what brought it home for me was the Wellbriety, because then, like if you go to AA and you start talking about, I feel that spirit of the wind, and these grandfathers, these rocks are alive. Like like you just sound crazy, and I was just sitting there thinking like, like Wellbriety really brought it home for me. Where we burn these medicines. We acknowledge these directions. We acknowledge these seasons. We acknowledge, the dirt. We acknowledge the air. We acknowledge the water. We acknowledge the sky. We acknowledge our relatives, the four-legged. We acknowledge the fish people. We acknowledge, and it just took me, to a place thinking like, wow, like my spiritual awakening has took me to places I never even imagined. So I see that we got some comments.
Yep. Let's start. Legend hit us up this morning. She says, "Good morning, brothers from Clinton, Oklahoma. You guys are growing and glowing. Very proud of you all and all that you do. 307 days well today."
Wow.
Own your
Appreciate you,
days.
sis. Appreciate you. Legend.
Zay Sang says, "Good morning."
Good morning. Good morning.
Mr. David Deere says, "Good morning."
Stongo David.
Misty Hickson says, "Good morning, y'all."
Good morning, Miss
Morning.
Hickson.
Miss Faye Frazier says, "Pivot one up."
People wouldn't know.
Mm.
Brianna Little Raven says, "Nyakya."
Oh, hey, Brianna.
Okay.
Thank you for tuning in.
Miss
Go ahead.
Kimberly Sexton says, "Osio."
Sio,
Oh, do-
Wado.
And Auntie J-Bo says, "Nyakya."
J-Bo.
and you.
Nyakit Auntie.
You're doing great things for the communities. Keep up the good job. So proud of you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Mr. Anzawa says, "Aho, bro."
Hey, Halito. Halito.
Oh.
And Marga Perez says, "Good morning, guys."
Good morning, Margaret. So, wasn't there something that Cassandra wanted us to share?
Yeah, she has a survey out. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I shared it on my page. I don't know if we've done it on the tour page yet, but make sure you guys hit up her survey. She's collecting data for some projects she's working on, so make sure you hit that survey.
So, where can they go and find it right now?
If you follow her on her page, I know she's posted it. We could probably, I don't know if we've done it yet, like I said.
So, yeah, Cassandra Faye Frazier.
Yes.
She just commented it in our comments. If you go to her page on her Facebook, she has a survey that she's trying to collect data for a project.
Yep.
So, I just seen that in the chat earlier
Yeah.
where she wanted us to share that. So,
Cool.
I haven't. Did y'all get to do it yet?
I haven't yet.
I haven't.
I know the ladies did.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
Oh.
Miss Hannah Sullivan.
Both of them. Uh-oh.
So, yeah.
Melissa Pedro jumped on and said good morning.
Oh, hey, dear babe. All right, all right.
She's got that tattoo coming, I know.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Tramp stamp.
Francis K. Lone Bear says, "Peace of mind. Bad days are few and far between now. People will not."
People would not, brother.
Mm.
Glad you could tune in. Thank you. Thank you. We
Mr. Oswald
appreciate you.
says,
Mm.
Mm.
Brother Oy says,
Mm.
"Nyakya brothers and
Nyakya.
sisters out there, have a good day."
Nyakit, brother. Itati nakusate.
Roy Brooks says, "People will not."
People would not, Miss Brooks. We got two Brooks on right now, huh? Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We appreciate everybody that tunes in. We appreciate, like I said, it's usually Women's Wednesday, but they wanted to get out of the office today, which I don't blame them, because we just being here talking smack to each other.
Yeah. Having our own meeting.
Clowning,
Yeah. Let it rip.
yeah, let it rip. So how do y'all feel about us maybe getting the opportunity to go to Portland again?
Mm.
I'm looking
Man,
forward to
looking
it.
I'm
forward.
really
I
looking
go
forward to
last
that.
year, so
Yeah.
I really want to make sure that I get up there.
For sure,
Because
for sure.
Billings was fun.
Billings, yeah, Billings,
Billings.
Montana. I mean, just the atmosphere. Of being around, all like, man, people from literally from Canada, Alaska, all the way down to South America.
Mm-hmm.
There's like natives, that take are a part of the Wellbriety family. Everybody's walking the red road. So like
Good
last
job,
year when we went, we
Good
got
job,
to
Uncle.
Billings to the airport, and there was a guy that was on the same flight as us. I wonder where he came from, because we stop in Denver?
Yeah. Wait. On the way there. I forgot what.
Yeah, we went to Denver
Denver.
first.
Yeah.
Good job.
Because it was
Uncle.
me, you, and Dave.
Good job,
Yeah.
Uncle.
Remember, because y'all went to McDonald's.
Oh, we had to rush to.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get time to eat.
Yeah. Well, when we got to Billings, there's a young gentleman on there, maybe late 20s. I don't know. But we get to the airport, and we're fixing to catch our Uber to the hotel, and this guy was like, "Can I ride with y'all?"
Oh yeah.
We're like, yeah,
Yeah.
like, are you here for all addictions, conference? Yeah. He's like, man, I just flew in from Canada.
Dang.
Like, and he was from Vancouver Island,
Yeah.
in Canada. You know, and he had just gotten sober. You know, he was like one of the very, I don't know, like
Like-
what the situation was, but he said, I had just gotten sober on my island, and my tribe voted that they wanted me to go to this conference to learn more about Wellbriety and bring it back to Vancouver Island.
Dang.
You know, so that was like
It's powerful.
that was powerful, you know, like like
Good
I couldn't have done it, you know. Like,
Sin bury him.
yeah.
You don't need him. I'll
Get
go
back
up
like
there.
tell him I ain't got it.
Yeah.
I ain't got it, you know, like so I mean, you know, like those type of situations. I remember Ralph that we met from Texas. You know, we got to meet all the bros from Unspoken. We Are Unspoken Words.
Mm-hmm.
You know, JC, Mo,
Josiah.
and Randy. You know, that
Yeah.
was pretty cool. You know, got to meet Don C.
Yeah.
You know, it was my first introduction to Michael Duncan and Albert Titman and Woody Blaine, like, you know, and then Theta Newbreast and
Yep, Theta.
what was the other lady's name?
Which one? Winona?
Oh my
Winona?
God. Winona.
Winona.
You know, and then you already know Sparrow and Miss AA.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a great time, man. You know, like you meet all these natives from all over. So then for it to be in Portland, we were at the same exact hotel. What, in April?
Yeah.
Same exact hotel. You know, we kind of, I was blind, so I don't really know the area, but
I remember the smell.
yeah,
Dang.
always. Yeah.
Hadn't changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was cool. You know, we got to go to the Multnomah Falls.
Yeah.
We got to go to Haystack
Mm.
at the beach.
The Pendleton stores.
Yeah, the Pendleton store. You know, it was a great experience.
Probably do all that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Carly's
hopefully-
gonna turn
The-
30.
The baddies need to go see it all. So
I
Yeah.
know that's what I'm excited is that they get to go on their first trip with us.
yeah, looking forward to the princesses getting to go again,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
especially Esme. So
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome just to have the experience and just the exposure.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about the exposure.
Dear Babe says she pictured her tramp stamp tattoo.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that
Yeah.
said, God.
Yeah.
She
But-
said Portland was great too. Excited
but-
to go back. Oh
but-
yeah, that's what Billings was
Good
real
job, Andy.
important to you last year.
Oh.
Billings.
Billings.
Where you headed to?
Billings. Go to Billings, get a little bit.
Yeah.
Food.
You ever
Good
seen
job.
Powwow Highway?
Mm.
Good
You
job.
know exactly what we're talking about.
Anzaval says he
Good
got to
job.
bro out in Portland.
Hey.
Mm.
Y'all ever
Good
seen
job,
that
Uncle.
short documentary, What Was Ours, told about food sovereignty? They showed some of them Portland guys.
No, man. I started following. I didn't find out till we came back that we could have went to a Wellbriety meeting out there.
Oh yeah.
Probably have to do that when we're out there.
Yeah.
Nat
we
said
hit-
there was
yeah.
a guy during the countdown that only had 48 hours.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And David
right.
said the Tianos run a good meeting up there.
Tianos.
Yeah. I can't remember what they're called. Sober Warriors. I have to look at my TikTok again. But you know, they be having sober, you know, powwows and all that stuff up there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty exciting. You know, we got to go to Wellbriety when we were in Billings.
Yeah. That was king.
So I mean, maybe I don't know. Hopefully, you know, we can
Either
make
that
it.
or
A
we
point
just
this
have a
time.
pop-up meeting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I mean, they'll be having circles and
Oh, yeah.
everything
Got
like
circles all night.
all night till like 9-10 o'clock at night. So that's pretty cool.
Our brother Bial says Guten Tag. I don't know.
Guntag.
That's where-
Guntag.
Guntag.
Or Wante. Says good morning,
Vante.
relatives.
Good morning. Good morning.
Kimberly Sexton says badass Auntie Theta Newbreast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's pretty awesome.
She's tight.
You know, when we got there, Josiah and them, they put up they came and put up the teepee
Mm-hmm.
that was in the courtyard of that hotel. And you know, we just happened to be doing our live,
Yeah.
We just got to doing our first live when we got there. So they're like, "Hey, y'all wanna come and bless yourselves, come and smudge." So we all got to go in and sit down, and Auntie Theta, she had some medicines that she had brought with her.
Mm.
And we got to all smudge. We got to introduce ourselves. Kind of broke the ice for me.
Yeah.
Kind of set the tone, I guess you could say. And it was special. It was a special time. So I look forward. I look forward to it again. I would look forward to that every year if I could, if possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely a blessing to be a part of that community. How did you feel? Like,
I felt great. It's like just meeting everybody, and like you said, Theta, just like you said, just set the tone. I don't know, just like that welcoming and getting
yeah,
smudged, and then the meetings, and I don't know, just and it just felt like the vibes were there
yeah, for sure.
with everybody, and
Positive. It's
yeah,
definitely a positive feeling.
the food.
Yeah, the food. Oh my
Mm.
god, that's one thing about traveling is like you don't ever want to go like feeling hungry.
Mm-mm.
So I always overdo it. You know what I mean?
I don't know
Like,
if I'm gonna eat later.
yeah. I don't know next time I'm gonna get it, so I'll just be sitting there miserable for.
Well, that breakfast at that hotel is gonna
Yeah.
Oh, man.
every morning.
Yeah, they have a good breakfast.
Mhm.
They have a good breakfast there, and it's free.
Yeah. So if you're
Mhm.
going,
Yeah, you get free
Make sure you go
breakfast
get breakfast.
every
Mhm.
morning.
then we'll probably be in the gym later that
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
Walking it off.
Balance.
Yeah, trying to keep that balance.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no balance whatsoever when it comes to food.
Another place Nat says we can go. We missed out on hitting up Painted Horse Recovery while we're up there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Horse.
And Leah Sessom says good morning.
Good morning, Leah.
Good
Nyaki.
morning. Miyake. Is
Well,
it, man?
Call him back.
Tell him I'll call him back.
Tell him we're busy. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he can't take a call right now.
Yeah, I'm on the line.
Don't even look at it. Yeah. So yeah, so it's raining today.
Mm-hmm. Cloudy.
I hope we get to sweat tomorrow. We're supposed to sweat tomorrow on Concho.
Mm.
Brother Matthias is running it. He's a good one, man. I really like Matthias. He's real. He's a humble man. He's a humble man.
Until he starts going down.
Good
Till he
guy.
starts
Yeah,
gourd
man.
dancing, then boy, I was battling. Gave me a run for my money.
Yeah.
Good job, Uncle.
And Nat said Mingo was like, so pool? Or, so ice cream? So pawn shop?
On shot.
Yeah. Yeah. So Portland, man, Portland's. I don't know why. Maybe because I was so blind. I just felt like everywhere, like the streets were real narrow. I guess. I don't know, and you'd be hauling.
They had a lot of bike
Hauling
paths
butt.
and stuff up there. So.
Yeah.
We definitely need to find Cedar this time.
Mm-hmm.
The sweat is tomorrow, or is it tonight
Sweat is tomorrow.
during our speaker night?
Speaker night.
Wait. What's tonight?
Wednesday.
Oh yeah, it's tonight. Well, I don't know if it's raining.
It's raining.
Might not happen.
Dang it.
I was really looking forward to it. I don't know why I keep thinking it's Tuesday. But, hopefully,
Sweat is tonight if it does happen.
yeah,
Tomorrow
Sweat's
is speaker
tonight.
night.
Tomorrow
Tomorrow's
night
speaker
is
night.
speaker night.
Youth speaker night.
Youth.
Miss Maya
Carly
Levi
and
and Miss
Maya.
Carly flying out will be gracing us with their
Hold on.
presence.
Yes. And I get to moderate.
Yeah.
Let's hopefully you can keep them from laughing.
I know.
It's going down. I told Maya
Alright.
yesterday, I said, Maya, the only thing, I said, I'm not going to talk crazy. I said, the only thing I'm going to ask you is, who is your favorite mom? I said, tell your dad I'm going to ask you that. Yeah. And we was both cracking up.
Yeah, this
You
guy.
remember
No.
tomorrow?
I think it's important, that we provide that safe space, because if somebody would have asked me how it was growing up with addicts, I don't even think I'd been able to talk about it.
Mm.
You know, because it was such a traumatizing, you know, just so many things come to mind.
Yeah, and that's when everybody told you not to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
Like,
talk about
yeah.
it.
You
Shut up.
get taken away.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna find out.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it was just one of those things, you know, it was, I don't know. I just want to, you know, I think it shows empowerment for them to be able to get up and talk about these things.
Mhm.
And I'm not even sure, you know, what Carly's situation is, but, you know, I don't even, you know, like, but I know that, you know, it affects her in ways that, you know, we probably haven't even the slightest idea about.
Mhm.
You know, because I mean, it kind of I, as for me, you know, it put me in a place where I didn't think my emotions and my feelings mattered. You know,
Right.
because when you're dealing with somebody in addiction, you know, like you got to put your life to the side.
Mm.
And it's just one of those things, you know, like it's tough. It's tough. So,
Man.
you know, I give big props to them young ladies, you know, to be able to get up there and talk about those things. So that'll be tomorrow night.
Yep.
We will be going live.
Feeding at 6:30.
Feeding at 6,
6.
7.
Well, the meeting starts.
Meeting starts at 7. We'll
Probably
be feeding
feeding
at
at
6.
6.
And we usually have a full house, so you know, if you're in the area, come check us out. Get a free meal.
Yeah.
You know, just show up and we'll show out.
Come listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I plan on it being a, you know, it'll be a special event.
Yeah.
So
Special.
do we have any more comments before we get off into this reading? You have your bookmarked and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Brother Oy says perfect time to sweat. Had plans on
That's
swinging
word.
by. Then Brittany just said LOL.
LOL.
I'm just kidding, Brittany.
Yeah. He's in trouble for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Good job.
Talking about the other one.
Who is your favorite mom?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
How many other?
Wait, there's more than 2?
Yeah. You tell me it's a
This
virgin.
guy.
A China buns. A China buns. A China buns.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
So we go ahead and jump off in this reading before we get him
Yeah.
stabbed.
No.
No. He's not-
What is guys? No
That-
good.
He's at work.
He's probably at work.
All right. Still summer season. Today, August 27th, 2025. Today's meditation says, we begin by letting the powers know that we are willing to be their servants to others. Fool's Crow Lakota. There are certain prayers or actions we can take that will call the powers. The powers can only work through people. The powers are always waiting to express themselves through people that are ready. Every person is born with a purpose. They have a song to sing. They have a mission to accomplish. Every true purpose will always be about serving the Creator and helping others. When we let the powers know we are ready to serve the people, the powers get excited because they can now do things to help the people and make things better for them. The decision is powerful because it turns an idea into action. Great Spirit, the greatest joy or feeling that I have experienced is when you are using me to help the people. The feeling of giving, the feeling of being your channel. Today, let me have that feeling of giving. Use me as you will. Oh,
Wow. powerful.
Mado, strong.
Very powerful.
I remember that. Oh, Mr. Boto.
Oh, aho,
Yeah,
aho,
we-
aho. Oh!
What comes to mind?
Thank you, Mr. Vaho. Will you translate that to me real fast?
What?
Not the white spider.
Not the white claw.
Okay, never mind. Yeah. Okay. Wow, you know, it's a powerful statement. When there are things you can do to notify the powers, like what is that? How would you, like what does that even mean? Like the powers of,
Power.
like as for me, I think of that as, I was told all the good spirits come from the dirt. They're inside Mother Earth. And if I'm able, if I go give an offering, food offering, tobacco offering, maybe even some water, like maybe all three, like it, I feel like there's always something good there. You know what I mean? Like while you're doing that, however you offer it, whatever you do to, maybe you just set it there, maybe you don't know how, maybe, but I know I was like shown a way. And I always feel like there's like a good presence there, like it's right there. I don't know if it's like if I'm giving it straight to it or if it's just sitting there watching me, but I always feel good. Like I'm not afraid. Like I feel like I'm in a safe space. And I remember while in my addiction when I would go do these things, I didn't feel that same way. Kind of like I had that like I was just putting on because I knew how to do it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it didn't feel right because it was me. I didn't have enough. I knew how crazy I was. I knew what I was doing behind the scenes. Behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
And not to say that like I think the creator and those spirits, those helpers, those powers, they see how pure my intentions are today, and they understand who I am today. And I think for the most part, they see my heart, and they understand like what I want to accomplish. You know, uh, Meeting people where they are. That's probably like one of the most important things I think about what I get to do today is I get to meet people exactly where they are. And you know, from my understanding, recovery. I don't have the only way. You know, uh, there's all different paths to recovery, sobriety, recovery. Whatever. And I always say this. I don't know if you're familiar with the Big Book and what the third step prayer is, but it's like basically saying, like Creator, allow me to get out of the way. Everything that I think I know about recovery, everything that I think I should already know, or anything that any ideal that I have of recovery, let me get that out of the way and allow you to do what you need to do. To stay present in my life. Like that's, I don't know, like the third step prayer, man. It's like, Google it. Google the third step prayer from the Big Book. And it talks about being a vessel of his work. Because I know what happens whenever I get in my own way. Like I was in charge of this ship whenever things were
Mhm.
horrible. Like I had the wheel whenever, I was probably on the verge, of not knowing if I was even going to live that day. And I was comfortable, with the thought of maybe dying, like you get, like I got comfortable in the thought of self-pity. before having that spiritual awakening and realizing like my medicine, the medicine that I can offer people is that I've been exactly where you are and I know exactly what you're experiencing. I know what withdrawal feels like. I know what it feels like to feel sick, and the only thing that can get you better is a drink. Like my perception of what the world was back then, was I got comfortable in self-pity. So being able to find a solution and overcome those things and giving myself a chance by working those steps. It's like that spiritual awakening happened, and I understand today that that's my medicine. That's what I get to take back to my people that are still suffering in silence. As I get to take a solution back, I get to talk about healing. I get to talk about, whatever that's got to look like for a person. Because it doesn't matter how many calls I get. It doesn't matter, like nobody ever calls me and I get the same thing. Like it's always, it's just, everybody's different. Everybody has a different story. Everybody needs a different solution, but that's what I like about telling people about Wellbriety, about AA, about all these different programs is that no matter what, the principles stay the same. It doesn't matter what program, AA, Wellbriety, Narcotics Anonymous, Heroin's Anonymous, Meth Anonymous, Cocaine Anonymous, CODA, like, I don't, if you don't know what CODA is, it's codependency. Worse than drugs and alcohol. Worse than drugs and alcohol, codependency. But, being able to use all the mistakes I've ever made in my life and use all the bad choices I've ever made in my life to help somebody else, to maybe save their life, man. Like that's amazing. Like that's like it blows my mind every time I think about it because, like I said yesterday, who would have thought that smoking crack in your mom's bathroom with your mom? No, I'm just kidding. But like who would have known, like this is what I get to do today. I get to talk about the solution. I get to talk about healing. I get to talk about my process and how I can help others. And it fills my cup. It fills my cup every time. That I get the opportunity. And I feel grateful that I even get the opportunity because I got a lot of friends that never did. And and so that's who I keep in mind whenever I do this thing. That's who I keep in mind whenever I see somebody that needs my help and they're struggling. I think about those that are that never got this. They're on the other side, and they're at they're at the other camp. So I mean that's all I really got. Do we have any comments before?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good job, Uncle.
Brittany said the old me would be upset.
Oh, that was a good one.
Natalie said
Good one.
probably watching with a group at SC.
South Coast.
Natalie said Brittany Levi, she would be the same. So then Brother Rossi says Nyakit brothers.
Nyakit brother.
And Leah Sessom says today's reading made me see that there's a power greater than that I must have in my life. I'm celebrating 6 months and have seen myself grow with that understanding.
Hey, congratulations.
C Dump says keep up the good work. B Dump.
B Dump.
C Dump.
Yeah, and then I posted the third step prayer if you want me to read it.
Oh yeah, yes, read it. Read it.
Yeah.
It says, God, I offer myself to thee to build with me and do with me as thou wilt. Relieve me of the bondage of self, I may better do thy will. Take away my difficulties, that victory over them may bear witness to those I would help of thy power, thy love, and thy way of life. May I do thy will always.
Oh man, I love that. You know, like that's basically saying, take me out of this equation and do with me, do with me what you feel like, like where I can be helpful,
Mm.
where I can be of service to somebody else. Like that's powerful.
Mm.
I love that. I love that third step prayer. Like whatever it is that I think I know about what needs to be done, remove that from me and do with me what you must. Like let me be of service to somebody else and not myself. Because I was that self seeker. I'm not fault finder too. As soon as I go to help you, I'm gonna find something to complain about.
Yeah.
That's who I
Well,
used to be. Guess who I had to help today? Like that used to be my attitude. But today I feel blessed that I get the opportunity. I feel blessed, every time my phone rings. That I wish I didn't, like honestly, I wish I didn't have a job. I wish this wasn't a thing. I wish, there was more healing in my community.
Mm.
I would love to be put out of a job because nobody else is, getting lit anymore. But unfortunately, that's not our reality yet.
yeah.
So go ahead,
It's coming.
Mr.
It's
Mr.
coming.
White Man.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Boto.
Go ahead, White Man.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Boto.
Keep saying it.
See, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Uh, Gwitch. What came to my mind was, I don't know, just I like how it says, the powers are waiting, and when you're ready, you're ready. And when you let the powers know you're ready, then I feel like that's, like especially the step, the third prayer, just reminded me of what I what I did. What I couldn't handle all the stress and this and that going on, so I just said, my health, give it all to you. This is,
Mhm.
I'll do whatever I got to do, and just man, just so much has changed since then. It's coming up on what 5, 6 years, so it's just been amazing. It's been a whirlwind. It's been crazy, and I always stressed about this and that, and like, man, am I gonna be too much, or is this just gonna be too little? But going to all these well varieties and meetings, it's like, man, this is you're doing good. You're doing
Yeah.
it's like it's well as a whole, like whatever, what I do and where I've been going. Oh, Ardmore. But I don't know. And I think like powers is something, medicine, knowledge, love,
Mm.
well variety,
Yeah.
and your experiences, and pay your dues. And I don't know, and I learned that being mindfulness too, every day being present, because even
Where? Yeah.
being there present, just every day, just put your socks and caudays on every day. It's just being present and
1 foot at a time.
yeah, having that.
What are called A's?
Yeah, under there, hey, underwear. Yeah,
Oh.
call nation. Yeah, but just being present, and the powers are waiting, and having that support too, and going to meetings as much as you need, as much as you can, and sweats, or any just on the culture side, or go to everything to that you can make it to, and it's hard too, just balancing life, kids. It's hard to please everybody, and that's was one of my things I know I gave to my Hayo to, I can't be three different places, but showing up, one thing in life is just showing up and being there and support, and giving your knowledge, your experiences, because you know like I said at Lame Deer, telling my son, what I was told from my uncles and my aunties, what going on to the powwow circle, and just being dancing and showing your colors, and your you know everything that's behind your ancestors that have danced before you, before your time, and just letting him, being able to share that knowledge back to my son, and just reminding to don't forget who you are, don't forget where you come from, and just having that experience, and being thankful too, and I know Darian, what he say about Snoop Dogg. I want to thank myself. I think just not that, but thinking my health and the creator, and then also working on yourself and not giving up. Because, like you said, we lost so many brothers and sisters to, alcohol, suicide. They gave up. They couldn't take it, but that was in my health's hands. That's he wanted his angels to come home early, and he knows the work that what's got to be done here on earth, and who these warriors are, and what we can do with what we have, and just able to understand what we don't understand, and to pray about it, pray, and to move on. And we got something to do here, and I know it's not all perfect, it's not all rainbows, but we're like you said, you want to be without a job if everybody was sober and no more alcohol, no more drugs. But until we get to that day, just keep working, keep grinding, stay hard. Stay grinding, pray. If you don't know David Goggins, look him up.
It's been my problem for a long Yeah.
That's for a different live.
Yeah. You got 8 lives. Yeah, this guy.
What is guy?
Miss Leah Burrows says, great message, the power of prayer. Keep up the good work, guys.
Thank you, Leah.
Sherry
word.
Sam says, good morning. Second day of Warrior Down training in Bartlett.
Oh, hey.
Doing great.
Yeah.
To my sister Andrea, I said, good morning.
Hey.
Dongo.
Miss Sharon Beard says, thank you all for sharing. Have a blessed day.
Oh, kick a deuce, kick a deuce.
Natalie says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Mado to my creator.
Mado.
Shelly asked Earl when they are sweating next.
Earl.
On our YouTube, Carlos Torres says, what's up, my brothers? I hope y'all
Hey,
Carlos.
all right, Carlos, my Apache Kawa warrior. Samurai.
Leslie Lynn Shorty says, good morning. How are you today, brother Barry?
Doing good. I'm doing good,
I will
sis.
be
Thank you.
10 years sober, and I'm happy that I did
Hey,
it.
all right. Yeah, give my nephew a hug. My Segi, give him a hug. Christian.
That's all of them. It's all caught up.
Well, that was a great share, Domingo.
Oh, I hope, brother.
That was a good share. I like that.
Yeah.
It's probably the longest
You've
one you ever
improved.
done.
Yeah. Getting there.
Yeah.
Still learning.
Well, I think in the beginning you used to do real good. We kind of disconnected for a little while,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm
Like-
glad you're back.
Halfway.
I don't know. You wasn't staying hard.
It's like
That's all I know. You
something
know.
started motivating you.
Yeah, something motivated you again.
Oh,
so-
the yoga retreat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stretched out.
Stretched out.
Oh, that's
Jump
cool.
jump into the cenote.
Went down there and got some of that
Ooh.
Mayan wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Mayan stuff. Well, good deal. I'm glad you that was a good share. I'm
Oh, thank you.
proud of you. Well, yeah. So tomorrow night
Youth.
is the youth speaker night. We'll be feeding at 6. Then from 7 to 8, I get to moderate for our All Nations Recovery Princess Carly Ty flying out. I said that backwards. And then my niece Maya Levi.
You improved.
So I mean, it's just my chance. And I'm that unk that always we're always laughing around, we're always teasing around, so I want to create this safe space for these young ladies to be vulnerable, and I feel blessed that I even get the opportunity, so hopefully I come up with some good questions. I'm gonna be talking crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna get Dave stabbed up.
Yeah,
stabbed.
this guy.
But so yeah, I think it's important that we put these young ladies and their feelings first.
Nat said, I thought you quoted Isaiah and just said, you've improved.
That's where I got it from. That's
Hey.
exactly where I got it
Yes,
from. That's exactly where I got it from.
uh,
You've improved.
That
So yeah.
she was laughing at the picture.
Someone.
It's that one where Mingo's holding you.
Oh, that was
I
strap.
forgot all about that. Damn it.
Strap power.
Take that down.
Is that
Yeah.
strap?
Randy.
You were so little then.
No, Randy Noli.
Dang.
You dookie head. Damn it. Never mind. Yeah, don't come. Damn, I forgot all about that.
A China buns.
Well, so yeah, that'll be tomorrow night. And Res Covery will be at Colony this weekend, on this
Yep,
Saturday.
Colony.
Mingo will
And
be
I hope I
head
get
man
to
all
make it.
weekend.
I hope I get to make it.
Headman all weekend.
Is it supposed to rain?
I don't know.
It looks like it Friday and Saturday at least.
At least.
Man, that'll be tough.
Don't forget my special on Monday.
It's on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I might make it there for that.
10-4.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like, it just depends. I don't know when my son's birthday is on the 2nd. So I don't know if we're going to do something this weekend or
Oh yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm gonna try to be there if I can.
All right.
If I can.
Y'all has a question.
Go ahead, Mr.
Be out.
What does consistency do that complacency can't?
Oh, man. You want to answer that or you want me to answer?
You got it.
Okay. Repeat the question.
What does consistency do that complacency can't?
I mean, like you have a commitment. Like if you say you're going to do something, that was like one of the things that my first sponsor had pointed out. Like, hey, we're going to commit to this and there's no more excuses. There's no, like, if you don't want to do this, then, just say that.
Yeah.
That's better than lying. That's better than,
Well,
thinking of excuses, like if you want to get better, then let's do this thing.
right.
Let's commit. You're not going to come over here and you're not going to like dip your toes in it. Like, and the way it was explained to me is like, if I'm going to do this over here, if I'm going to heal, if I'm going to get better over here, I can't go back over to the streets and dab my toes in it and then expect to come back over here and be okay. Like that consistency, man. It's about showing up. Like and getting complacent, like I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing right now, like in my recovery. It's been like a few weeks since I've been to a meeting.
Mm.
Like at least 2 weeks. And it becomes about, have I not been reliable? Like there used to be a group of guys that would ride with me to these meetings.
Mm.
And like I haven't even heard from. Well, I see one of them lives next to me. Actually, two of them.
Mm.
They live next to me, like in the apartment below me, so they know every time I leave the house. But like they haven't even like asked me, like, are you going to the meeting? And I need to get back on course. I need to realize that, my sobriety only lasts for 24 hours.
Mm.
Like getting complacent, I would have to say that's that mindset. That's what my addiction is telling me. Is that, man, I have enough meetings. I've been to enough meetings. I've read enough literature. I don't need to keep doing this. Like that's what my addiction would be telling me. Man, you're healed. You're good. You've been to enough meetings where you don't have to go until you feel like it. Whereas consistency, I don't get those thoughts when I'm always at a meeting. I don't play into getting comfortable in my self-pity. I don't play into those negative thoughts where I let my pride and ego back in. Because that's a deadly game. That's a very deadly game, when you think about it. So, I think it's a great point, consistency. I can rely on myself, like I'm not questioning myself. Do I really want to be here? Like,
I'm
is
tired.
this really worth it? Yeah, like,
Tired.
damn, if I was tired back when I wanted a hit, I'd walk to, BFE. Like if I'm being honest, man, I would walk, to the Arctic Circle. Yeah, and go buy a 20 sack.
Dang.
Like, why can't I do that for my sobriety?
Mm.
Why can't I go when I'm tired? Why, that's the addiction talking. It's telling me I'm healed, telling me you've been to enough meetings, like you have been working a lot lately.
You got this.
Yeah, you got this, like whereas consistency, like I understand that I have substance use disorder, and my sobriety only lasts for 24 hours. And I need to do what I did in the beginning: go to a place and surround myself with other alcoholics and other addicts that understand the troubles that I'm having in my life. And for some reason, there's something about saying these things to another person that help heal me a little bit. So yeah, consistency, man, to me, like, I don't know, like you can't even really I guess they are the opposite of each other. Consistency, you will show up and show out. Complacency, like that's the addiction telling you that you've had enough. You're already healed, so. Do you have any thoughts on that? Or
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
good?
That was a good one.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Yeah. Good question. Man, it's like being that mindfulness every day, and when I look at it, especially like staying healthy, and staying hard. Sometimes you don't want to go to the gym; you just want to have a sweet ice cream from Brahms. Get a lime sherbet freeze. But at times, you just want to not quit, but you don't want to do. You feel like you got enough meetings, got enough time, got enough. Ate healthy all week. I can cheat right now. Hey, I think just being able, your addiction talks to you, and like when I was on the trip, I wasn't, I was just focused on my yoga retreat, and I did a karaoke, and I got offered a tequila. And just handing it to me, I was like, man, I ain't taking this drink. I don't know.
You grabbed it?
Yeah, because he handed it right to me, and I'm like, I don't want it, and I handed it back to him, and so,
you grabbed it.
You don't sound very consistent right now.
Yeah, but not didn't get triggered or anything, but just it's kind of a reminder, like like you could fall off anytime.
Oh yeah.
And just staying consistent is a big key
Yeah.
to willingness and to able to just every day, man. And I know it's tough dealing with bills, dealing with fines, paying this. Like, oh man, I paid all my bills and now I'm broke, and I don't know what else to
You
do.
ain't in jail.
But you're not in jail. You're not in if you're not on the streets. You're not getting a tent or looking for the next hit and our next drink, and able to just being happy and grateful for what you have, and looking back, when you're not stuck, but you're kind of thinking you're dealing with your demons or your whatever you're dealing with, and able to just be thankful too, and I don't know, I just that's just what I think.
Now you rambling?
Yeah, now I'm rambling. But no, that's what came to mind. It's
Yeah,
just,
that was a good one. That was good. Good
Good
share.
every day.
Do we have any more comments before we get out of here?
Maybe do you care if I say anything?
No, go.
Oh,
go
go ahead. Go right on
Mr.
ahead.
Mr. Rebellis.
I guess.
Oh, knife cheek.
Yeah.
I don't have to share anything.
Go.
No. No, complacency and consistency remind me of it's about comfort and discomfort to me. It's about potential and wasted potential. You become comfortable when you become complacent because, like you stated, like you think you know everything, or you think you've been to enough, or you've gone through enough different situations where you feel like you don't have to learn anymore. Consistency sometimes can cause discomfort because you're pushing through. If you're going through pain, you're pushing through having to learn more. You're pushing through like a day where it could be a struggle day. It could be a day full of trauma. It could be a day full of grief, but you're staying consistent because you wake up and you pray. You wake up and you read your meditation. You wake up and you go to battle with that day and everything that it's putting in front of you. And so staying consistent with the knowledge and things that you've gained over time, and not allowing yourself to become comfortable in your complacency, in thinking that you know enough or thinking that you're going to make it through on your own power is, I think that's the big difference between them two. And then when you start looking at consistency in your potential, because you're constantly learning, because you're constantly going through time and figuring out how to get through each day on a consistent basis, then you're not wasting any potential you may have by just becoming complacent, whether that's through fitness or whether that's through knowledge gain or whether that's through culture or whether it's through, just making a better version of yourself. I mean, because if you become complacent, it's just laziness and not allowing yourself to continue to grow. And I know everybody had to battle through that at some point. And so I think it's just important that you realize that at some point, you're unlocking potential every day just by talking about even our meditation today and the powers and how God is trying to use you. And you have to realize that you're not here for just yourself. You're here for other people. And that's the will of the Creator. That's the will of God for you to go out and be a servant to the people that are around you and to use your knowledge and to use your wisdom to go and help other people, especially if you've been through trauma and grief and things that are going on in your life. So.
After I get done talking, Darian always goes, "Oh, yeah.
Make him record that so it's like you hear all the
Good job,
time.
Oh."
Good job, Uncle.
Uh,
Good job, Uncle.
BL says, "Aho."
Good job,
Misty
Uncle.
said, "There's not any work in complacency, and
Good job,
consistency is hard work." So
Definitely.
Good job, Andy.
Definitely.
Gotta put in work.
Good
Do
job,
that
Uncle.
work.
Nat said, "Complacency to me
Good job,
means
Uncle.
apathy. There is
Gotta
no
go to
growth.
work.
It's the bare minimum." So
You've improved.
Oh yeah.
keep improving.
Keep improving.
A lot.
Stay
Well, yeah,
hard.
How many times?
we appreciate all the comments. We
Mhm,
appreciate the
we do.
questions. We appreciate everybody that tunes in. We appreciate, very grateful that, we get the opportunity.
Yeah.
Thankful for everybody that, we hope, I pray that somebody gets something out of this every day.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes it is hard to be consistent,
Mhm.
and we like to OG
Stunting
it
is
most of the time.
Yeah, stunting is a habit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did. Sorry. I did say that.
Stay hard, so no, but I appreciate everybody that, and most of them are my friends and family.
Yeah.
That's what I love creating this safe space for us. So, like, share, follow, tell your mammy about us, and we will
Buck.
see you again tomorrow.
Adios.
I hope.